hammers it home.
The Cleveland Cavaliers just played their final game before the All-Star break, their second game with Deandre Hunter, and whenever a team plays their last game before a break, it's always up in the air how locked in and focused they will be. But I think Atkinson really stressed the fact that game 54 is just as important as game number 1, and from the jump, the Cavs played with so much intensity, and Max Strus immediately came out of the gate on fire. And he himself pretty much sucked the life out of Scotiabank Arena. So in this video, I want to talk all about how the Cavs were able to dominate from start to finish against the Raptors. I want to talk about what the first half of the season has kind of been, because the Cavs, believe it or not, are 44-10. Who would have thought? They are up there with the OKC Thunder for having the best team in the league, and with everybody locked up for the next few years, man, the future of Cleveland Cavaliers basketball is bright. And right now, after that Deandre Hunter trade, they really do look like legit contenders. They are complete 1 through 10, actually more like 1 through 12, because even tonight they were without Ty Jerome, Dean Wade, and Okoro. When they get everyone back post All-Star break and are healthy, man, this team is going to be even more dangerous than they already are. It's going to be something to watch. But yeah, before I get into everything in this video, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and with your support, I believe that we can get there super fast. Alright, so in this game, there was one thing that stood out. It was the Cavs' length. With Deandre Hunter playing with the twin towers of Mobley and Allen, there was just nowhere for opposing front courts to go. Scottie Barnes got so frustrated, he literally picked up his first technical not even 20 seconds into the game, and he was just turning the ball over left and right because there was just so many arms getting in the way of the passing lanes, and it made him rush his decisions. It's kind of funny, every time the Raptors face the Cavs, Scottie Barnes always comes out extra aggressive because of the whole thing going on between him and Mobley and him winning Defensive Player of the Year, but I think it's clear at this point that Mobley is light years ahead of Scottie Barnes. This was another one of those games where not a single player was out on the floor for more than 30 minutes. A coaching masterclass by Kenny Atkinson, and it just shows the overall depth that we do have in Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell led the way in scoring with 21 points, and the entire starting lineup once again was in double figures, and both Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley had double-digit rebounds as well. Mitchell's final stat line was 21, 6, and 5. He was 6 of 16 from the field, but he was 7 of 8 from the line, and he knocked down 2 threes. Evan Mobley had 12 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. Just an absolute animal out there. He did commit 5 fouls, but I think that just showed his aggressiveness. I'm always fine with him racking up fouls because it means he's not playing soft. And he was 6 of 11 from the field and plus 20 in terms of plus minus. Jarrett Allen had 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. He also had 2 blocks. He just continues to be the heart and soul of this team. He's the glue guy that makes all the wheels turn. And then Max Strus, he came out of the jump on fire. He hit 4 threes and ended the game with 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. And really something that Austin Carr mentioned about him is that he just makes winning plays. He's a winner. He doesn't always have the best nights in terms of shooting, but when he's out there, he does his best to try to make an impact however he can. And then Darius Garland in this one, he only was out there for 27 minutes, but he had 15 points with 2 rebounds and 8 assists, and he had 3 steals. That is something that has surprised me a lot this year, is how good he has been on the defensive end. Because obviously in the years past, he's been called a liability, almost to the point where he was a tradable player. He was that bad. I mean, if the Mavericks and Nico Harrison were willing to trade Luka away because of his lack of cardio and bad defense, Darius Garland easily could have been shipped off by Kobe Altman, but Altman stayed patient, he kept the core together, and now he is reaping the rewards of that. And Darius Garland did face his criticism. I mean, I know if you guys have watched my channel for more than a year, you've seen the harsh criticism that I've given him, but at the end of the day, he was injured, he's fully bounced back, and he is one of the best players in the league, and he's one of the best facilitators in basketball. On the bench, there was 2 guys who had big nights. Both Sam Merrill and Deandre Hunter played 26 minutes, and Hunter had 18 points, he drilled 4 threes, he was 6 of 12 from the field, and Sam Merrill, he lit it up with 16 points, and he also had 4 threes as well. The main thing that both Merrill and Hunter bring to this team is length, and it's something they were missing all of last season. I think Deandre Hunter really was the missing piece, and I'm so excited to see how this team plays over the second half of the season with him inserted into the lineup, because it seems like he really is quick to pick up on things. That's what Kenny Atkinson already had to say about him, because it's only game number 2, and he's already starting to get a feel feel for everyone's tendencies on this team, and that's what he said was the first thing he worked on immediately when he was watching film. He didn't really care about the X's and O's. He's already got a good basketball mind. He wanted to figure out the tendencies, and so far, so good. And again, I can't wait to see what he can bring both offensively and defensively to this team as he starts to play more consistently with these guys. Jalen Tyson logged 17 minutes in this game. He had 8 points. He's a really high energy player. I love his effort. I don't think he's the greatest basketball player, but again, he's a rookie. He has tons of time to develop. So for now, I like the tenacity that he plays with, and for the rest of this regular season, I think he's going to be a good guy to put out there to eat some minutes when you're up by 20 plus points. Obviously, he won't play in big games. He won't play in the playoffs, but that's not what was expected of him coming into this season when he got drafted. He's a guy that I do think has a lot of upside if he can develop his jump shot, but yeah, I love Jalen Tyson. I know Austin Carr loves him. He is like an old head's dream. And then Craig Porter Jr. played 20 minutes in this game. He had 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists, and also had 2 steals. Very solid performance. I think Craig Porter Jr. is a good guy to put out there when Ty Jerome is out. But in the second half of the season, I want to see Ty Jerome log a ton of minutes, because he to me is the best bench player in the league. I know statistically it would be Deandre Hunter, but the impact that Ty Jerome brings to this team is unmatched, and I never could have expected him to be this good of a player in a million years before the season started. You just can't slow him down. You can't speed him up. He always plays within himself, and he is as good of a facilitator as he is a shot maker. And he's also pretty tall. When you think of Ty Jerome, you don't really think of height, but he's a big player. He's bigger than Mitchell and Garland. So I think he kind of makes up a little bit for how small the backcourt is, but ultimately, that's what Deandre Hunter was brought in for, so he doesn't even have to worry about that. Alright, now I know I'm going completely off the rails. I'm just saying the most random stuff. There's no structure to this video, but yeah, we are at the All-Star break. The Cavs are 44-10. They have a huge lead over the Celtics for the #1 seed, and in the second half of the season, that's what's going to be most important. Nothing really matters outside of keeping that 1 seed and staying healthy. Going into the All-Star break, the Cavs are actually going to be heavy participators in all the events. I know Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley are competing in the skills competition. That's going to be interesting to watch, and then Darius Garland will be in the 3-point contest. Hopefully he does better than Donovan Mitchell did last year. I think he will, and I'm curious to see if he also reps the Money Merrill jersey while he does it. That's really all I have to say for this video. The Cavs look good. I don't know how anyone is going to stop this version of the team with how deep they are with Deandre Hunter, and as they start to get healthy and get Okoro and Dean Wade back, man, it is a fun time to be a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. But yeah, I'm going to shut up. Here's what some of the guys had to say in their post-game interviews.
B+. I thought first quarter we really came out and defended and shared the ball. Some lapses in transition defense if I was to be picky, but listen, love the guy's mindset. I mean, these aren't easy games, especially on the road. Real credit to the guys coming out with good focus.
That's really all I have to say for this video. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, because your support truly does mean the world. And also, let me know what you'd like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.